Oh my gosh, ladies and gentlemen, listen. Ladies and gentlemen, listen. We are at 15.9K likes. Please get the likes up to 21K likes
Get them likes
before.
up to 20K.
Yeah, please get the likes up to 20K. Please get the likes up to 20K within the next 8 minutes. Otherwise, I'm gonna have to turn the comments off. And when I turn the comments off, y'all gonna have to get the likes up to even higher number before I turn them back on. Rebel, let me play this
50K
audio for
likes.
you. Let me play this audio for you, bro, before I ask you these statements. So we have the Queen, Brittany Renner up there. She has some things to say recently on a podcast that she was on. Let's listen to what she had to say.
And even to my 20-year-old self, I hate how I allowed myself to just be like used up by men. And that came from a lack of self-worth. I did not understand my value that I was born with. I didn't. And I gave, again, people look at sex differently, but sex is spiritual unification. At the end of the day, I don't care how you spin it. It's spiritual.
For women.
Okay,
Yeah,
for
women.
whatever.
Yeah.
Okay, fine, for women. It's spiritual unification. And people that I shared my body with, when I think about my list, it's repulsive because they didn't deserve it. But that was an outcome of me discounting my worth. And it's disgusting. I hate even having that spiritual tie in any type of way. But yeah, I would absolutely change sexually how I move around. And not even necessarily because of like the societal outcome. It's more so from my self-worth.
Like, how it makes you like feel.
Yeah, it doesn't feel good knowing that you gave a sacred part of you to a man that looked at sex with you as taking a piss. It's not fulfilling. It's disgusting to think about. And I feel like I've beat myself up every single day for my decisions. And what people say about me online holds no candle to what I've told myself on a daily basis. Like I've been called worse by better, and that better being me. Like I have talked down to myself, and I felt like I was unworthy for a very long time. And I would say this is more of a recent awareness, like in the past year, where I'm like, Brittany, you were always enough. Like you never had to seek validation outside of you. You never had to look that far. And that's what I would tell myself. I would and try to tell women, you should really think about who you're laying down with. Like, and that is a more traditional view, but it's like sex is not even worth it if they don't give a fuck about you. They don't care about you. They have no desire to. They don't want to know your favorite color. They don't give a shit. So why do you want them over top of you? Again, that's come from feeling used up, and sometimes that's why the used goods comments they sting. Because you know what? There are times I felt like that. I feel like the new toy that now, and even to my 20-year-old self.
All right, Rebel. Let me just Rebel. I'm sure you know about Brittany Renner, but for the people that don't know, listen. Just a little 1 minute. Listen. Some of y'all know Brittany Renner. Brittany Renner is 30 years old. Been out here in these streets for a while. Been out here dealing with high profile men for a while. Dated Colin Kaepernick, dated Uzi, slept with countless and countless of other high end, men that have notoriety, athletes, entertainers, actors, you name it, she been with them. But she really, there really started being a lot of talk around her name when she started dealing with PJ Washington. PJ Washington is in the NBA now, plays for the Charlotte Hornets, been in the NBA for about 3 or 4 years now. She's like 6, 7 years older than this young man. When this man was an 18-year-old freshman at Kentucky, she was going out to the games, supporting them. Like I said earlier, I don't know any average 24. Y'all got 3 minutes to get the likes up to 21K. If y'all don't get the likes up, I'm turning the comments off, and then you're going to have to get them 30K. I don't know any average 24 or 25-year-old woman that's going to even entertain an 18-year-old. But this woman was going out to Lexington, going to his games. She ended up getting pregnant by him, having a baby for him. And y'all know Deion Sanders, Coach Prime, former coach at Jackson State University, now at Colorado. Coach Prime called her to come to Jackson State and talk to his players and basically tell them like you need to be aware and mindful of women like myself. Um, you need to be mindful of these women that are only dealing with you, that are only entertaining you because of what your future could possibly be. You're at a high major Division I school. You could possibly go to the NFL. You could possibly go to the NBA. You need to be mindful and aware of these women and be able to discern and not get caught up in the looks, all that. So, this is Coach Prime. This is her right here talking to his team. I never heard of or seen any coach do this before. So this is like a big thing. This is a first time thing. She even wrote a book. She wrote a book as well, talking about her sexcapades and relationships and situationships that she had with high profile men. So yeah, I have 4 true or false statements here. That I'm gonna have y'all answer here tonight. Okay, so Rebel, the first statement is, because Brittany Renner in that audio, she said she wasn't aware of like how valuable she was as a woman and the value that she was born with. So the first statement is women are more than aware of how valuable they are, and the value that they're born with. True or false?
Listen. Listen, man. Listen, I'm just going to, just throw on this little monologue. Listen, man. What do I keep saying time after time after time? I come in this live almost every time, and I beat on this damn desk almost every single last time. What do I say over and over and over and over again? These females do not learn until it's too late. I say that almost every single last live. And what do you see? Lo and behold, she's not going to learn until she's like 31, 32 now or something like that?
She's 30 now. She's 30.
So she's a 30-year-old single baby mama. Now all of a sudden, oh my gosh, maybe I shouldn't have slept with those men. Oh my gosh, maybe I shouldn't have been ran through more times than the Holland Tunnel. You notice all these chicks do the same. I think I'm gonna do a live about this. It's gonna be the whole cycle or something like that. The cycles that they go through in the phases of their life. When she was 21, what was she like in her early 20s when she made that video where she was playing soccer in the booty shorts and her booty was jiggling everywhere and everybody wanted her? When she was with Colin Kaepernick getting that light-skinned Johnson, she didn't complain. When she was with, who else was she with? She was with a bunch of people, just a little Uzi. She didn't hear a peep out of her. When she was with all these dudes, you didn't hear one single word. When she wrote the book, you didn't hear one single word. Now that she's realizing she's 30 going on 31-year-old baby mama, she's looking in the mirror, she's going, oh shit, this ain't what it used to be. Now she's going to start complaining. Just watch. I bet you anything. In the next couple years, we're going to see some chick today that's hot and popping. 5, 6, 7, 8 years from now, she's going to be on the exact same world tour saying, these men took advantage of me. These men, they were manipulators and narcissists. These men, but she didn't, when she was getting her back blown out in the back of the tour bus and dudes was cash apping her $10K just to hit, she didn't say shit. But now, all of a sudden, she's getting old. She's used up. Nobody wants her no more. She's not getting that same attention. She's realizing her prospects as a whole are shrinking. And the men that she wants are shrinking, but the men that she doesn't want are still there. Mm-hmm. Listen, hey, and real quick note, you getting really fishing with them slides.
Listen, this
I know you be smooth with them slides, boy. You be smooth with the slides.
Listen. This is what I always say. I've been saying it. Like, women have an epiphany moment, and for some of them, it's later in life. Like, she's having her epiphany moment now. And some women, it's earlier in life. But Rebel, they all have a moment where they wake up and they realize and they think to themselves, like, all these men that I've spread myself thin to, they really don't like me. They really don't care about me. Like, I don't get happy birthdays from these men. I don't get happy holidays from these men. These men don't hit me up to check up on me. These men don't hit me up to even just try to hang out and do anything that's not sexual. And then they do feel used and abused. And then what do they do after that, Rebel? Now they become abstinent, right? Now they become celibate. Now they actually do want to date. Now they actually do want to date with intention. They don't want to spread themselves thin anymore. But by that time now, like I always say, Rebel, after you've experienced all that trauma, all that pain, after you got little peanut head Keenan now, after you've been dogged out, now you want to go deal with the quote unquote good guy. Now you want to go deal with the guy that you used to deem as corny and square and lame. And it's too late now. It's too late, especially when you do something like write a book. Like, who's gonna take you serious?
Nobody. And another thing, right? The men that they benefit from are now all of a sudden evil. You notice that trend? Mia Khalifa, she was doing prawn, right? She was the number one on Pornhub. Now all of a sudden, the dudes who made her prawn videos or whatever, those dudes are evil. Like, what? All these actresses who are young and they were, smuggling salami to get that role. They didn't say nothing then. Now they're like 30s and 40s and they're not getting the role. Oh, these dudes are, they're grapists. They are essayers. Like, wait. Why didn't you? I'm trying to figure out, why didn't you speak out about it if it was so bad in that moment? If these men were so bad, you should have spoke out about it and did something about it. But no, you were too busy benefiting from all of that. Now all of a sudden, when you can't get those benefits that you want anymore, now they're bad men.
That's what my stream was about last night. About, women actually love being objectified by men. And it's just that, when it's beneficial for them, when they're able to gain from it, when it comes to jobs, when it comes to opportunities, when it comes to a man that they actually deem to be attractive, that they actually like, they don't have a problem being objectified. They don't have a problem, being sexualized. Like, you like I said this last night, like, we're living in a day and time now where you've seen a lot of these women breasts, you've seen a lot of their booties. The only thing you haven't seen is their bare coochie, but you've seen their camel toe. Like, these women sexualize themselves and objectify themselves on the internet. Like, women are literally selling themselves now. They're on OnlyFriends. They're on Twitter promoting themselves, and like, this is the world
TikTok.
that we're living in.
And real quick on that part, I'm gonna harp on that part real quick. We don't reject men. All these trends with your TNA, your tits and ass, all that TNA hanging out. Who started those trends? And even if a man did start that trend, who looked at that trend and said, let me do this? Because a trend can't be a trend unless a lot of people partake in that trend. You know what I mean? It can't go viral. It can't take off if only one or two people do it. If only a couple people do it, it won't go viral. But then women see that and they want attention and likes and clicks. So they do. What was that trend? The WAP trend. Then they had the trend where they do jumping jacks. Then they had a trend where what up?
Cucumber challenge.
Damn. I don't know about that one.
Wet t-shirt challenge.
Hey, look, see what I mean? And they just go, oh, they want that male attention. They say they don't want male attention, but it's a goddamn lie. Because they know they can get that male attention, or they want monetary gain. And the only thing that they know that can get the monetary gain quick, fast, and easy is their body. So they use that to get monetary gain. Listen, I'm gonna say this real quick, right? Quick money comes with slow problems. Men know this. If you go out there and you start pushing weight and you start making, 10, 20, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80K a week, 100K a week, you're making a couple million a year. That quick money is going to come with about 20 years in the feds. Same with the females. You over here,
popping that coochie on Lonely Fans for $19.95 plus shipping and handling. You've seen the receipts. Bad Baby, 52 million a year.
Right.
And even on the lower tier, you'll see these girls making 500, 600, 700, 1,000. Some dude, I guess you can like do a video tip where you can tip for a video or something. 500, 600. But now your booty hole all over the internet. And when you want to find a decent man, he's going to go, what is this? Why your booty hole on the internet?
Right.
And then your kids are going to get flamed. Oh, Eric's mom, look at this. I can see your mom's booty hole. My dad has your mom's OnlyFans. And there's been a lot of outcry. A woman got fired from her R&A job because of her OnlyFans got found out. A bunch of moms at the school did not like the mother having a OnlyFans, and they didn't feel that was appropriate for a Catholic Christian school, so they kicked their kid out of school. Like, there's repercussions. Fast money comes with slow problems.
That's a fact. So Rebel, so Brittany Renner in that video, she said, I realized that I gave a lot of men access to my body that didn't deserve it. So my second statement is, women control access to sex. So whether a man, quote unquote, deserved to sleep with them or not, they wanted to sleep with him. So saying he didn't deserve it is BS. True or false?
That's a whole load of bull jive. Let's be real. That's all bull jive. That's all. That women control access to sex. Men control access to relationships and marriage. So if he slept with you, hey, that's your fault. Hey, you knew what was up. Men are going to sleep with just about anything that they can. You know this in the back of your mind. So it's I just got off a live with Big Shirley right now. You know that men are going to want to have sex with you. It is your responsibility because you hold a higher burden of authority and responsibility. The person who has more to lose and who has a higher responsibility because of the outcome is the responsible party in that situation, because their consequences are going to be much, much more severe and higher than the other person's. So yes, it's her fault.
So third statement, Rebel. A lot of women love having casual sex and participating in hookup culture. True or false?
True. They love it. They love it. Because why? They don't, because we all this liberation, they don't get shamed. They like having sex, right? And no, yes and no, yes and no, actually. Yes, when they're young, no, when they're old. So when they're young and they're 20s and they're looking pretty and everybody wants them, they participate in hookup culture and they're running up their body score like a high score in a video game. But now when they're 30s and in their 40s, they're like, this ain't good no more. I don't like it. I just want to be with one man. And now it's not fun anymore. It's not fun. Now it's too late. So yes, when they're young, but when they get old, they don't like it no more.
So Miss Betty said, may be her fault. It doesn't mean he deserved it. But Miss Betty, what I'm saying is, whether he quote unquote deserved it or not, being that as a woman, she is the one that gave that man access to her body. If she didn't authorize it, y'all control access to sex, and y'all know that y'all control access to sex. Like y'all can have sex whenever you want to. Like the average woman can have sex whenever she wants to. Like the average man cannot have sex whenever he wants to. So whether he quote unquote deserved it or not, like I think most women aren't sleeping with men that they don't want to sleep with. So, a woman can say that, a woman can have an epiphany moment or think back and say like, okay, this specific man didn't deserve it, but you still gave him access to your body at the end of the day. You still wanted to sleep with him. And that's why he even was able to sleep with you in the first place. So whether he deserved it or didn't deserve it is like irrelevant to me personally. I'm just thinking from a logical standpoint. What do you think about that, Rebel?
Let's be real. This is Brittany Renner we're talking about. Was she like 5'3", 5'4", maybe? Banging body. She's like an 8, light skin, pretty. She's millions of Instagram followers. Do you think she's just gonna let any old Pookie and Ray Ray hit?
Right.
She was with a quarterback that was in the fucking Super Bowl.
Right.
She was with Little Uzi, who makes millions of dollars.
Right.
You think, Big Dick Tyrone from the hood, she's just gonna let hit?
Right.
No, he's gonna have to come correct with some money.
Right.
Oh, you can't take me on a yacht? Goodbye. This guy can take me on a yacht. Oh, you can't fly me out to Dubai first class on a private jet? She's not gonna just let any old body hit. He's gonna have to be somebody.
Right. And you know, just to like piggyback on what Rebel said really quick, being that she was dealing with high profile men, I think all of them deserve it. To be honest with you, I think she's the person in the like situation that needs to be more grateful and appreciative, if anything, that they like even like was entertaining her in the first place. Because a lot of women don't get that opportunity. A lot of women don't get the opportunity to be Brittany Renner and be able to be with all these different high profile men. So they did deserve it, actually. They did deserve it. Did you want to
Okay,
say
so
something?
she's been with Kevin Gates. He ain't broke. PJ Washington, he don't seem broke. Jamal Murray, he makes millions of dollars. James Harden, Drake, Little Uzi Vert, some guy named Cesar Chikawama. I don't know how to pronounce his name. Hey, y'all bear with me. Ben Simmons, Tyga, Chris Brown, Trey Songz, Colin Kaepernick, some dude named Casey, and Kevin Samuels. Out of that list I just named, who's a scrub on that list? Nobody.
That's my point.
Those are all very high, very sought after. Chris Brown. These women will give their goddamn left boob just to be with Chris Brown. Women were paying hundreds of dollars just to take a picture with this dude. Come on now, these are not just any old body just off the street. No, Pookie from the no, these are high profile men that she was with. So she knew what she was doing.
Right. So Rebel, fourth statement is because again, clearly Brittany had an epiphany moment recently, and she's clearly expressing that on whatever podcast that she's on, you know, in this audio. So my fourth statement is a woman taking accountability for her past actions and trying to portray herself as a reformed hoe is not going to make her be seen in a better light in the eyes of most men, and damn sure not a wife. True or false?
True for the most part. Let me explain, right? See, let's go down this list one more time. Kevin Gates, besides not PJ Washington, Jamal Murray, James Harden, Drake, Little Uzi, Ben Simmons, for the most part, Tyga, Chris Brown, Trey Songz, Colin Kaepernick, and Kevin Samuels. Now, out of all these men, right? They all know what's up. They know the game. They know what time it is when they see a little thought bopper like Brittany Renner. Hey, what's your bank account number? What's your cash app? Here's 5 bands. What you want? You want a little Louis Vuitton purse? How much that purse? 3,000? Okay, hey, let's go to fuck with that child, girl. I got you. All right, girl, go on. I got you a little purse. I got you fuck with that child. Here's 5 bands. Hey, have a nice day. Go back to the streets where you belong. Right? But the men who don't know, who are not aware, right? Females always say awareness, breast cancer awareness, SA awareness, narcissist awareness, this awareness, that awareness. The men who are not aware get just pretty much get hit. And who was the man who was the least aware of female nature? PJ Washington. So the men who are not aware of female nature, like PJ Washington, they think that if she's an old 304, that she's going to change, that she was somehow mystically going to stop smuggling on the high profile salamis, and she's all of a sudden going to sit her ass down in a fucking apron and a dress and start baking cookies and changing diapers. She fooled him, right? And she fooled him into thinking that. So the men who are not aware, they're going to think that. They're gonna believe the lies. Oh, I'll be the best mother. They'll believe all that. But these other men, these other high profile men who've been high profile for a long time, they know what's up. They know, don't believe a damn word out of her mouth. Just hit it, give her a little 10,000 cash up or whatever she wants, her little purses and clothes and shoes or whatever, pay a little rent, and send her the fuck back to the streets where she belongs.
Wow. Send her back to the streets?
That's what they all did. Do you hear rumors of Chris Brown having a baby with her? Trey Songz, Colin Kaepernick, Kevin Samuels, Kevin Gates, Lil Uzi, Drake, James Harden? No. The one who's the least aware of female nature, PJ Washington. That's the one she was able to do the bait and switch. I talk about this. She baited him with whatever he wanted. And then what happened? The second the baby popped out, damn, the baby they didn't even wipe off the baby yet. And the baby didn't even open up his eyes. And she was like, you know what, PJ? I'm gone. The second she got that baby, she dipped. So yeah. And listen, she's a predator.
Right. I mean, yeah, she clearly preyed on him, like, but like, I don't know if you're in here, Rebel, but I personally see what she did with PJ Washington as, what I say is low level hoeing, because she had already been on the scene, like she had already dealt with high profile men. So why are you preying on someone that's literally fresh out of high school? Like you said, Rebel, he's not really going to know any better. Like, you gotta think about it, Rebel. This man is 18 years old, dealing with a woman that's 24, 25, fine, been with high profile men. Like, he's gonna be more susceptible to just like fall for certain things that, like you said, these other men are already like hit to and aware of, and just it would never fly with them. So it's just unfortunate, but.
And I say this all the time, with men and females, they're on two totally different paths. By the time because remember what I always say, a man has to build his he has to build his wealth, right? He has to build himself up, while a female is born with it. She's born with it. So that means by the time, let's just be real, by the time she's 15, 16, 17, she's getting all the attention from all the the captain of the football team, Derek, the 3-star, 4-star wide receiver, Javante. She got the captain of the wrestling team, all these other dudes, the tall, cool kid from from theater, he wants her. So she's able to manipulate all these boys at 15, 16, 17. Then she turns 18, 19. Now she's legal. Now all these grown men start hitting her up. Because with Instagram, you all you need to be is fine and have an Instagram so anybody in the world can hit you up. Now she has this dude, that dude, this dude. Maybe she was smuggling salami on the tour bus with the baby. Maybe she was with some other guys. So by the time she's 24, 25, she literally has 6 to 8 years of experience with plenty of men, multiple men. By the time he's 24, 25, he might have 2 chicks, and that's it. So there's a big difference. She knows what the fuck she's doing. He doesn't. He's going to fall for the hope strategy, and he hopes that she's going to be a good girl, when in actuality, she's not. And she knows this. So she's going to hit him with the bait and switch.
Oh, for real. Like, I don't know, man. Like, but Rebel, why do you think, this, like, I just think logically, and I say, like, a woman that hasn't made like the mistakes that, whether it be their mother made, or a woman in their personal life, or just woman that they see just throughout society. So she said, meanwhile, PJ is engaged to another girl, and she just okay. Yeah, let me speak on that too. Listen, let me tell you, woman, something. Listen, like the other night when I was talking about y'all wanting to like actually be a part of a stable or a harem of women rather than be the only woman in like a man's life. What I find very interesting, ladies, is that a lot of y'all will be dealing with these men that are no good, like just literally worth nothing. And he will dog you out and make you, y'all like, again, y'all like the wannabe kingpins, y'all like the scammers, y'all like the robbers, y'all like the man with a bankroll, the man that like his money is in his shoebox, his pillowcase. Y'all will get dogged out and become a single mother by those men, and they won't take they'll leave you and the kid out to dry, and and these men will literally go be like the greatest man in the world for a whole nother woman. They'll get engaged to her, they'll get married to her, they'll like actually be like a whole father and a whole family man for another woman. Like I really want to know how y'all be feeling when that happens to y'all, or when y'all see stuff like that happen to other women that personally. Like that's
Listen,
crazy to me.
listen. I saw this video and the person made a really good point. When these females say, "Where are the good men?" You know where the good? He was with you. You were with him, but he was lame. You were with him in a relationship for 2.5 years, but you cheated with Big Dick Tyrone because he wasn't cool enough. He was trying to hit you up to go on a date, but you said, nah, Applebee's 2 for $20. What do I look like? You better take me to the Capitol Grill and spend $400. You been had the good men. You just rejected them.
Hey, Rebel, what's interesting to me is that, they always get on here and just, you always hear them talking about, our women, specifically our community, how, we're the most educated, like, in this country right now. And y'all are the most educated, but Pookie, Ray Ray, Ladarius, Keontae, Jamonte, Javion, and Davion. These are the men that like y'all are letting dog y'all out and make y'all single mothers. So I just find that personally to be very interesting. Like y'all are so educated, y'all are so knowledgeable, y'all are
Hey,
so
facts.
intelligent, y'all are so smart. But all of these men are like, getting through to y'all. Y'all falling for the okie doke from all these men getting dogged out and made single mothers. So the math not mathing to me. Sorry.
Hey, for real, how y'all so college educated, but you letting the nigga with a third grade weak level manipulate your ass? This nigga over here hooked on phonics and he running circles around you. Oh shit. Like damn, it'd be like that. My boy. Yo, for real though, how you gonna let a nigga who got his GED in goddamn the Department of Correctional Facilities read you like a book? Oh shit. Yo, I'm over here in tears right now crying. Oh shit.
That is GG, Juvie.
Oh shit. Like real shit. You over here went to the most highest prestige one of the most highest prestige colleges in America, graduated with honors, went for 6 years. You were the valedictorian. And this nigga working at McDonald's flipping hamburgers is running game on you. You over here trying to better yourself in life, and you over here getting Tyrone the goddamn Xbox One.
Bro, listen. My girl Bree said they falling for men that don't know the difference between there, and there.
The hell you ain't. This dude can barely read, but he can read your ass like a book. Ladies, since y'all like to ask questions and comment and type in the chat with them Twitter fingers, answer that question. How a nigga with a third grade reading level running circles around y'all?
Y'all really need to answer that, because that's like something that y'all love to say in all these conversations that we had. We're the most educated. We're educated more than any demographic in this, that, and the third. But still, all these babies are being born in a wedlock, and y'all still letting all these kids on the game on you. Make it make sense. Can anyone?
The math ain't math.
Is there any black woman that come up here and tell us this, please? For real.
Hey, you know what my grandma always tells me? She be like, common sense ain't so common.
It's clearly not. Clearly not. So look, let me put it like this, Rebel. You get out of high school, like Rebel said, you go to whatever prestige college, even if you don't go to a quote unquote prestige college, you go to college, you get educated, you get your degree, you get your little, you get your little corporate America career, right? You in your career now. You early in your career, you did everything that you needed to do to this point to like set yourself on a like great life trajectory, but you're dealing with men that are doing the complete opposite. Make it make sense. Like really make it make sense. Honestly. I'm like really trying to understand that.
This dude, like they got a jail with his name on it, but he got you wrapped around his finger. My boy playing. How the hell you got a PhD in psychology, but this dude over here put on a master class.
Right. Like make it make sense. Bree said low self-worth. Is it low self-worth though, Bree? Because like I don't this one like if a person has worked so hard to get in a certain position, I just think like being that you know that you have stuff to lose, you're not gonna like be just entertaining certain things or even dealing with certain people. Like, but hey, what do I know? That's what I need. Like, we're this is two black men up here. Like, we can't answer this question. I really want a black woman to come up here and answer that. Like, how are y'all so educated, but like the data and statistics is, showing what they're showing. Like, I really want to know. No life experience, hence naive. So okay, so Rebel Jen Ray said, let me read her comment. Because I do kind of agree with her. She said, it means high IQ, low EQ. Most educated are just book smart. The dude is street smart. So like she said, some of these women, like they be book educated and they like got college degrees or whatever, but they don't really have street smarts. So I mean, there's some credibility there, but still, man. Still.
Bro, y'all should see that coming though. But you think I know what it also is?
What?
Listen, let's be real. Well, I know the black woman Twitter fingers are gonna be Twitter fingering right now, right?
Twitter finger.
Wipe off the Cheeto dust. Listen, it's because they know, hey, don't shoot the messenger. They know that, listen, I'm a little overweight. I'm out of shape. I'm rude. But hey, the Quan, he's 6'3" and he look good. Boy can barely spell, but he put it down. I mean, shit. Hey, let's see where I can change him. We can give him a little job at McDonald's. We can work his way up. What'd he do? Sell her the dream. 9 months later, here come Peanut Head Keenan. Hey, babe, I'm going to the store real quick. I'm going to get some cigarettes. He never come back.
Rebel, this is the thing, though. Because, I'm picking back on what you said. I don't even think it's really being sold a dream. Like I just honestly think it's what I always say, Rebel. Like when they are younger, they have a type. They have a type, and they're whether they want to admit to it or not, their type is the wannabe kingpin. Their type is the scammer. Their type is the drug dealer. They want a man that does not have like obligations during like a regular Monday through Friday. They want a man that can post himself with a bankroll, but that's all the money that he has to his name. They want a man that can be like, "Hey, Bree, let me take you to Miami this weekend, and next weekend we're gonna go to Atlanta, and the weekend after that we're gonna be in LA, and the weekend after that we're gonna be in Miami." Like we gonna be in New York the weekend after that. Like that's what they like, Rebel. That's literally all it is. Like the same. Listen, the same man that was in the same class as them, and they'll walk in the same graduation as them. They're not interested in that man. And then like we are heterosexual men. Like we like women. We communicate with women. We deal with women. So I can't answer why that is, but that is their type. Like I said, all and this is my thing. They see woman after woman get dogged out and become a single mother, but I don't know if a lot of them be thinking that they're going to be an exception. Like they're not going to like that's not going to be their fate either. Even though, like when we talking about this, the yeah, I was like that in college. Even though when we talk about this, Rebel, like federal, like this is like the federal what do they call it when like the feds, like what is it called when they like when they win or whatever? They said the Fed has a 97-98%.
Oh yeah, it's like a 97-98% chance. I think it's like 96-97.
Yeah,
Hey,
it's
when
like
the feds come,
yeah, you're
shit, yeah.
done for. You're done for. So like it's the same thing, and they see woman after woman, but they follow in those footsteps and do the same thing. So I be confused. Like what's really going on? Do they think they got like the magic poom poom, or what makes them think that they're gonna be like different from all the other women?
I think it's a part of the modern day female delusion. Because remember, the 6 foot, we just talked about it the other day. 6 feet, a black man, unmarried. I think it's like 25 to 41, making $100,000. That's 0.073%. And they think, oh, I can get this black man, but he has to be at least 6'5", 6'6", making $250,000. Oh, I can get those type of men all the time. It's a part of their delusion. The delusion doesn't just stop right there. It keeps going. And then they go, well, I can get this man and change him, and he can turn into a fucking 6'4" billionaire. They're delusional. The delusion doesn't stop. They think watch. And a lot of these females, right? They watch these TV shows or reality TV or the goddamn Shade Room or TikTok, and they see it. You'll see it all the time. They think the exception is the rule, right? They want this fucking fantasy. They'll see one chick, her boyfriend was in prison for 10 years. He was, pushing weight. He was doing this. He came out of prison. He worked on himself. Now they had 2 babies. He makes $500,000 a year. They're like, oh, I can do that too. I can do that. That's me. I can change him. I can just find any old man off the street that looks good and change him. In reality, females, I said this the other day, females live in possibility, but we need to live in probability, not possibility, right? They say, I can possibly change him, but what's the probability that he's going to change and make whatever amount of money, right? They live in a world of possibilities, but what's the probability?
So Rebel, so Coffee with Q in the comments said, no, I think they want to quote unquote have the fun. They feel they have plenty of time. But Coffee with Q, why can't they have the fun with like the college graduate, like they're working in corporate America. Why can't they have fun with the black man, or forget even black man? Why can't they have fun with the other man that's working in corporate America as well? Why can't they have fun with the man that's on the same socioeconomic status level as them as well? Like, why? And then the real honesty said some women do put themselves in situations they could have avoided, but some really don't see the red flags. That's not true. The real honesty, that's not true. When like as a grown woman, like when you're dealing with a man, you're gonna ask him like, what do you do for a living? Like, what do you do for work? If he's not able to tell you what he does for work, and this is another thing that you won't be doing, like when y'all deal with the SoundCloud rapper that got like one follower and get no plays on his music, when y'all dealing with Ladarius that is out here selling drugs, and y'all dealing with the scammer and the robber, y'all act like y'all don't know that they're doing those things. Like when people ask y'all, like, why were you dealing with that type of man? Y'all say, I had no idea he was doing those things. I had no idea he was living a double life. So you didn't know that he had a job. You knew that he didn't have a job. If somebody asked you, what does he do for a living, you wouldn't have been able to tell them. But you didn't know that he was doing all these other things. No, miss me with that.
Don't know his last name. Don't know his parents. Never met his friends.
Right. Like y'all just like again, y'all have a type. I'm not I'm not even, your type can be whatever you want it to be, but I just like, if that's your type, then why are you like going to school and trying to get a certain type of job to to like, have your life be a certain way, and then deal with the man that's doing the complete opposite. You're actually trying to like better your life and evolve and do certain things, and this man is doing the complete opposite, and that's the man you want to deal with. You don't want to deal with the man that's on the same trajectory as you. Like, make that make sense.
And then when they do want, see, and then they do want that man, right? But by the time they want that man, they're what, 31, 32, Peanut Head Keaton, little Keisha. Now all of a sudden, see, Sierra didn't want Russell Wilson when he was just Russell. Y'all remember now, I think everybody got amnesia, but Russell Wilson's original wife was white. When he came out of college and he was first in the NFL, he had a white woman. Then he broke up with her. Now, Super Bowl winning Russell Wilson making $30 million a year, all of a sudden, Sierra wanted him, right? I saw a video that made a great point. If Russell Wilson wanted to talk to Sierra in high school or college, she would have fucking dismissed his ass very quickly. But because she's a 32-year-old baby mama who's been ran through by Future, all of a sudden, he's just great person.
Rebel, let me. I'm gonna speak to that, but let me play this. Let me play this for you, because this is what I mean. A lot of y'all that's in here right now was in here. My girl Breezy said this the other day, but let me play it. Let me play it for those of you that weren't here. Hold on. Where is she? Where's she at? Da, 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 da. I'm about to play. Okay, I'm about to play you a video of. I'm about to play you. Okay, listen to this, Rebel. Listen to this.
Women want a man. Women are attracted to masculine men. So them Dusties you be talking about, that's Bombs and Pookie Ray Rays, they got this masculine energy that's just attractive. So that's why they're being picked over like a guy who don't have that, type of situation. So if women want a man, women are attracted to masculine men. So them Dusties you be talking about, that's Bombs and Pookie Ray Rays, they got this masculine energy that's just attractive. So that's why they're being picked over like a guy who don't have that, type of situation. So if women want a man,
do you hear that, Rebel? Do you hear that, Rebel?
Yes. So there is some truth to that, right? Because let's be real.
Wait, before you go.
Okay.
Because she said that I've had other women tell me that as well. I don't know. I don't know if and I'm gonna let you speak, but I don't know if I really like. I don't think I agree with that at all. Like, because when they say that, they try to make it seem like, the man that's not, the quote unquote the Pookie and the Ray Ray, the man that's not the wannabe kingpin, the man that's not the scammer and the robber. Like, they try to make it seem like those men like are not masculine, or they're not as masculine as these other guys. But again, I don't think it has anything to do with that. They just like what they like for whatever reason. But go ahead. Tell me why you think there is some truth to it, because I don't think there's any truth to it at all.
There is some truth to it, right? Because no female really wants some, fucking 5'3", 120, soaking wet dude, right? They want a man. You don't got to be buff and big but they want some type of they want some hair on your face, a little chest, some shoulders. You a man. She want to be able to hold hands, and then she make more like grab your arm and feel some. She want a man. She don't want no little boy. Got some muscles on you, right? But at the same time, even though they want masculine men, they look at masculinity just on, the looks and personality and certain traits, but then they skip over all the other things that make a man masculine and manly, right? Stoicism, being able to make wise decisions, being able to know what to do and what not to do, making good decisions in his life, making positive health choices, that way he's healthy, making good financial decisions. See, they only look at these certain things when it comes to masculinity, but they don't look at it as a totality of whole. They just like to look at certain aspects and parts of masculinity that they like, and then they discard everything else. And they say, well, he's tall, he's good looking, he has muscles, he has tattoos everywhere. That's masculinity. Yeah, that's good. And then there's go off of that, and then what happens? Single mom time.
Basically all the stuff that really doesn't matter at the end of the day.
Right. They look at that's how you know females don't know men. Because if they knew men and they knew masculinity, like they say they do, they would know that you have to have everything as a totality, not just these 5 things that you like because he looks good and is Johnson big, and he and every time you get in a fight he yells at you and blah. No, there's more things that go into it. And like I said, real quick,
go ahead.
Real quick, and I say this all the time, right? Females do not think past 5 minutes. They can't see the forest from the trees.